Hi guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do a little chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm gonna do like a cute little Thanksgiving look. I'm gonna break down all the steps for you guys. For the most part today I'm thinking very sultry, very glam, and I'm thinking I want to do like maybe a green look for the eyes. I'm not really too sure yet, but I will break down everything that is skincare top to bottom until I am done. The only thing I won't be doing today with you guys is probably hair. Yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the process. I wanted to do like a whole skincare kind of thing and like really just clean my skin, have it hydrated and have it moisturized. So I did a little vitamin C sheet mask and then just have on a little bit of chapstick. So let's get into skincare. I usually go in with like a face spray, whether it's like an essence or something, but this is a hyaluronic and aloe facial mist. This one is from Marshalls. I kind of don't want to show it to you guys because it's dirty. Okay, and then usually after I spritz, I will go in with my vitamin C serum, but since I already put on a vitamin C mask with shea butter and vitamin E serum instead. This one is also from Marshalls. The skincare routine that I'm doing right now is prep for my makeup. So when I'm not doing makeup, I will go in with The Ordinary products and the Inky List just because I do not have any like acne prone skin at all. Like I've never had acne ever in my life, so I don't use like, you know, really special products or anything like that. For the most part, this is just what I do for skin prep to prep the base of my makeup, and it's a lot. Next, I go in with the Pure Formula Hyaluronic and Vitamin E Moisturizer. Slurring my words, I don't even know why. Oh, it's Korean. No wonder. It's like really nice. This one's also from Marshalls, by the way. I'll have a product list down below in the description box. Okay, lastly, I will go in with the Neutrogena Invisible Daily Defense sunscreen. This one is 50. It's super freaking strong. I put this all over my body as well, and I never get a sunburn. Okay, now that skincare is done, I'm getting a little closer to you guys so you guys can kind of see. I'm gonna go in with eyebrows, and this is my Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. They were on sale at Sephora a while ago, and I got this for like $7.99. It was insane. I don't like filling in my eyebrows too dark anymore, even though I do naturally have them very dark like my hair. I'm just gonna go in very lightly and fill in some of the sparseness, and that's a brow. Very natural, yet with a little more definition. For this step, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. 16-hour Camel Concealer, so it's not the hydrating one, and then just like a super flat brush, and I'm just gonna carve out just the underneath of my brows. I do not carve out the top. That looks so ghetto. And then after we have this whole situation carved out, I like to take the Morphe F173, right? Yeah, and just blend the rest of it out. One thing I like about this concealer is that it doesn't really like, oh my eye! I was saying this concealer does not really need time to set at all. Like honestly, right away once you apply it, especially in like thin layers like such, it sets very quickly. You don't need to wait for it to dry down. Okay, right now I'm dipping into my ColourPop Grandeur palette, and I'm gonna go in with just a very light taupey color. This one is called Velvet, and just kind of graze the crease with it. I don't really want it to give off like so much color necessarily, just a little bronze, like so. Honestly, biggest piece of advice that I could give on eyeshadow, just blend. Like literally just fucking blend, please. Just blend it. Just blend it. Look, no harshness, nothing. Just blend it. You could still have a really good color payoff without it being so harsh, you know. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette, and I'm gonna dip into the color Potion. You know, I've hit pan on that color, but it's really just like this green, like, you know, very soft, like not harsh. I'm just gonna go into the crease with a Morphe M321. It's a little bit more tipped, and I'm gonna go adding more very little by little so that we get a nice gradient of color, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy Morphe that I used for the brown and just really blend it out. Okay, I'm gonna clean off the top just a little bit, and I'm going into the same palette with the shade Poof, which is just a light, like vanilla shade. I'm going in with my Morphe M518 and just blending the top out because I really don't want like the harshness in there. And there you have it. Nice and blended. Now going back into my e.l.f. concealer and my flat brush, I'm gonna carve out my crease. I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, Iconic. And I'm gonna dip into one of the shimmer green shades. I think I'm gonna go with this one just because it matches a little more. I found a nice little flat, kind of fluffy brush. I'm just gonna go in and kind of set that concealer with this shimmer green. I think this green is actually super limey, like more limey than I expected it to be. One thing about eyeshadow, it's gonna take you back and forth. Now that this is ready, I'm gonna go in with a really fluffy angled brush, and I'm gonna go back into the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna go in with Mojo, which is this dark brown right here, just pretty much the darkest brown. I was really debating black or brown, but I'm really feeling the brown with this look. I'm just gonna create a little smoked out wing. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's eyeshadow. This is why I like doing my wings with eyeshadow. They don't have to be perfect, and they will literally give you the look that you're kind of going for anyway. And then just to blend it out, I'm gonna go back in with Potion, which is that green that we just put on the outer corner, and blend it out so that the brown is not too dark, but just so that it blends in just enough with our gradient. Bring all the colors, tie them back in, and once that's done, I'm gonna go back in just with the same brush. I'm not gonna pick up any more shimmer, but I'm gonna just pack it very lightly so that the shimmer comes back to the lid. With this, that's the first eye. All you need to do now is take your concealer, clean up your wing, and she's good to go. So let's do the other eye. Okay, at this point, the eyes are done. Don't worry about what the rest of your face looks like. We're gonna fix it. I'm gonna go in with foundation today, which I usually don't do. Born This Way, of course. Undetectable, medium to full coverage in the shade Nude. And, no, you know what? I'm just gonna go in. Right in. I like to do like a little bit, couple of dabs at a time because it is medium to full coverage. So I'm just gonna go in. This is my Real Techniques buffing brush. So I'm gonna go in and buff. And what I like to do with foundation is not to go under the eyes at all. I just like to have like an even tone going all throughout the face. And then I usually don't really like to do a lot on my forehead because I have a very non-existent tiny forehead. Like the brush is literally getting in the way of my eyebrows. With the excess that's left, I just blend it in, and then whatever's left on the brush, I'll go over my nose, and then I'll go over my forehead, and that's literally it. For concealer, I'm gonna take my Sam Morphe M173 buffing brush and the same e.l.f. Camo concealer. This one is in the shade Fair Warm, and I'm just gonna take a dab here, take a dab here. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm just gonna highlight. No, I don't know. I really don't know. Because sometimes with foundation, you never know what you're gonna get. And then I'm gonna go in with my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is in the shade Shortbread. I'll just very lightly dab. And we're just gonna blend away. So when blending, I don't really like to pull on the skin like you guys just saw me do like that, because it messes up the product that you have underneath. It messes up, you know, your whole mojo that you have going on. So very much a pro tip, do not drag, pat. That is going to be very helpful. And the look is giving very much drag right now, but I promise it photographs so flawlessly. Now I'm just gonna take my sponge, any sponge. I don't have any brand sponges right now. I haven't had the chance to get me one. Just gonna take a little bit of the excess and really just blend away any brush lines that are left or smooth out any imperfections and really just melt the concealer into the foundation. Okay, but for contour, I'm gonna be going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is the darkest shade, I believe. I think they came out with the darker shades since then, but I really don't know what the color of this shade is, but it's pretty dark. So this was the darkest shade then to me. The only thing that I do for my nose contour, which is my favorite thing in the whole world, I just define my nose at the end and that's it. I find when I do the lines here, it doesn't really give me the look that I'm going for. So I do that a little bit on the lips, and then I blend this first. To blend, I'm gonna go in with a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH39. So the reason why I don't contour the bridge is because I like the shape of my nose, and I really only like to define the tip to really give me that like lifted look. So when you look at my profile, this little dot right here that you see where there's no bronzer, it already looks up and my nose just looks straight down. If I were to put bronzer here, it would kind of define the bump that I have on my nose even more, but that's what works for me personally. And then I do have a Cupid's bow, but I would rather it not be there. I really just try to not define my Cupid bow. If you can't relate, I'm so sorry. So when it comes out like this, I just do a little couple, oh that's a lot. I just do some dots right there, and then a little dot up here, and that's it. It's more than enough, trust me. Then I'm gonna take my Morphe M446 and tap it in. And since today my foundation is a little on the bronzy side, I'm gonna try not to do too much with bronzer and just keep it very minimal. And then I really don't need any on my forehead because my forehead doesn't exist, but I like to have the synchronicity going on with the makeup and just give it warmth. And then I really like to bronze here at the end of the wing of the eyeshadow as well. And then again with the excess, just go underneath and really define. Like, look at this half and look at the other half. Very, very minimal, but very, very different. So next we're gonna set, and I'm going in with the Cover FX matte setting powder. So I don't bake, I just take the powder and I'm buffing it constantly, just pressing it into the skin. I do that on the under eyes and right here on the laugh lines because mine are very bad. And I like taking that powder right here on the edges of my nose to really define the rounded shape. It's what gives it the rounded shape as well. Actually gonna go in just right under that bronze to really give it a cut, because we didn't do too much with the bronze today. We didn't get crazy. I used to get so crazy with the bronzer, you guys. It was so bad, but now I'm really finding that it's not the look anymore. It's out of style. Just carve your face like a normal person. With that, I'm gonna very, very lightly go in with a Benefit Dallas bronzer. This is a new shade that they came out with, I don't know how long ago, but I'm going in with my Real Techniques contour brush. The label is so gone already. Okay, now for the blush, I'm gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics Contour and Blush 2. It's a 6-color palette. I'm gonna go in with this very light blush. I'm gonna have to start using these now because I just hit pan on my favorite blush ever. But same with the contour. I'm just gonna put it right on this area, kind of like right on the temple, and then where I would put a highlight. And then this, I will bring it down to my whole cheek. Just right here. Just a little bit. And then for my blush, I just use like a fluffy angled brush, really, like something that you think that you would use for contour. And then another key for these soft glam looks, what I personally do to get the whole base to blend, is just take a little bit over every single piece of contour that you did, and it blends out so good. I also like to take some on the chin, on my lips, and then the tip of the nose. Fill in the gaps, but also go over your work again. At this point, I'm feeling like I did a little too much, so I'm gonna bring my fan in and I'm gonna spray again with the hyaluronic and aloe face mist. I'm just gonna go in with the same brush that I put on the glitter with. I'm gonna go back into the same colors that we used. I'm gonna start it off with the matte green and really just buff it out underneath. Really connect all your work together. And then just right at the very end corners, take that dark brown for your wing, and just at the end, as close as I can get it to the waterline, I'm gonna go in and blend up. I'm not gonna blend into the waterline, I'm gonna blend it up with the wing. Lovely. I'm just gonna do a quick curl and use my Apple mascara. I ripped off the label, but these are the ones that you get at the dollar store. They got them at the beauty supply. They have all your colors. I use the white one. Okay, at this point you could just leave it at that if you're not a lash girly, but I'm gonna find my lashes really quick, pop them on, and then I'll be back to show you guys the final look, hair done, and everything. I'm back to show you guys a lip combo. Excuse the background noise, my parents are going ham in the kitchen. They're going crazy listening to the music, but I'm gonna put you guys onto my secret. This is my holy grail. My lip combo running on 6 years since I started doing makeup. I've never in my life switched up on this lip combo. I don't really care about the brown, but this is the truth right here. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Brooklyn Thorn. I like it because it's a nice purpley brown shade, almost like a gray tone. And like I said, I'd rather my Cupid's bow not be there, so I just kind of ignore it. And then the Maybelline Super Stay Matte, I think this is a 24-hour one, in the shade 60 Poet. I don't know another, like I really don't know any other color. The look is finished. Of course, you can go ahead, add a gloss over top. Maybe I'll do that later, but I'm not really sure. I'm really just feeling the whole full matte look. But yeah, this is pretty much the completed look. If there's no more questions, I'm out. I'm gonna go cook my dinner. Thank you very much. Let me know if you guys have any more questions down below, and also what you guys just want to see next. So until then, peace. Love you all. Have a very blessed holiday. Make sure it's fun, make sure it's lit, make sure you stay safe. And yeah, I'm done. I'm out. Bye.